Welcome to Callawegin Fly Fishing with Robert Smart. Now, here's Robert.
Greetings. Now in this video, I'm going to tie a cicada. Now here in the Midwest, starting in late April, May, and into June, there's going to be a double brood hatch of periodic cicadas. They only hatch every like 15 years or 13 years. But this year, there's going to be two that hatch at once. There's going to be a ton of them out there, and the fish are going to be going crazy. It's going to be not unlike the salmon fly hatch out west. Cicadas are big bugs. They're 2.5 inches long, and the fish are going to gorge on them. The trout, the bass, big bluegill, they're all going to be hitting on them. And I just absolutely can't wait to get out there when this hatch starts. So I'm going to tie some, I've checked some patterns out, and I've done some experiments. And the pattern I came up with is pretty simple, fairly easy to tie. It's a foam approach. I'm using a number 10 hook. It's a little smaller than the actual cicadas. Yeah, maybe an inch long, 1.25 inches. But I want the smaller fish to be able to hit them as well. I think it's going to be fantastic. I absolutely can't wait to get out there and try these. So here we go. We're going to tie some cicadas. I hope you enjoy the video.
Okay, we're going to tie a cicada. This is on a size 10 hook, a little bit smaller than the actual bug size. This will be about 1 inch long, where the actual cicadas are like 2 inches or maybe even a little more. But I want the smaller trout to be able to take them, or bluegill for that matter. Okay, first I'm going to add a little dubbing, just using some brown. Give it a little bulk. Okay, now we're going to take some foam. It's about the right length. Thin it down just a little bit. And cut the tail to a point. And make some segments on back. Then I'm going to do some cross ties up front. Something like that. Conservation Commission in Missouri tells me that these cicadas are going to be black and orange, with black with orange markings. Okay. Now next, I'm going to make the eyes. Cicada's got red eyes. Take a piece of monofilament. This is 17-pound test. And I'm going to melt down a little bit of a bead. As a blocker, and then thread the red bead onto the monofilament. Now to hold that in place, take a drop of UV, cook that down. Okay. Now take the second bead, if I quit dropping them, maybe I can get one on there. Okay. I run the second bead on like that. And I've got to get my width just right. So I kind of look at it. Think about that. About like that. Cut off that. And melt that down. Get that melted down into the head. Another drop of UV. Cook that down. Okay, I got the eyes made. Use cross ties. Put them on. My fat fingers makes it hard. That's got them. Okay. Now next, I'll take some more dubbing. And build up a little bit around there. Build that head up some. And something like that. Okay. Check the width. It's about right. Try it again. Punch a hole right in the middle. And pull that over the eye. Kind of pull it tight. On the top and pull it tight on the bottom. Take several wraps. And it looks pretty good. Now, I'm going to trim off this little bit of excess on the bottom. I'll leave that on the top. See how we're going. Several more wraps. Pull that good and tight. Okay. Okay. Now for the wings, I got this wing material. Cut 2 strips. Kind of cut it to shape. And I want these wings about the length of the body. Take a little time on making them the same. I trim one, get it lined up, and trim the other. And make it about the same. Okay. Take this one wing, tie it on the side, maybe a hair up. And the other wing the same way. On the other side, something like that. Okay. Now, to simulate the legs, just instead of using rubber legs, I'm just use a piece of grizzly hackle. And I'm just going to take a couple wraps. And trim that off. A few reps on there. And then we'll whip finish. Just like that. Now, I'm just going to trim that hackle off the top. That's doing this no good whatsoever. Something like that. There we have it. The cicada. I can't wait to use them.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe.